Hello everyone, this is Shaboni Vasu, Assistant Professor, Institute of Mass Communication, Film and Television Studies, Kolkata. Today, I want to introduce all of you to the subject called Media Studies. In my video presentation, I would like to make it a little more convenient to understand why and how media studies is offering an important career option for all of us. To start with, let us understand and identify the different segments of media. The primary or the basic segment that we are very popular with, or we are very aware about, is the print media, which comprise of the newspaper and the magazine. Followed by it, we would like to venture into the audiovisual media, under which the most oldest form of communication has been provided by films. And later, it has been just magnified with the power of television. Well, to continue, we have radio as an auditory media, which happens to reach 97% of the population of a country like India. The more recent and the upcoming, as well as the most populous form of electronic media today is internet, with its huge platform of online contents, audiovisual platforms, social media such as Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and of course the very own WhatsApp. Now, the popular media, though what we understand by it ends here, but there are some certain other platforms which we very well recognize, but probably we don't understand or see them as blooming career options, such as the tools of marketing. For example, advertisements or advertising as a field. Public relations, which help us or a brand or company to improve the image of that brand into the minds of its target consumers. Well, there are some others which I would like to name over here, such as the video gaming options, which is obviously a career option, music, and popular or traditional culture, or what we commonly refer to as folk media. Now, what is media actually? Media represent a collective tool of communication that are used to store and deliver information to target audience. Well, media is a plural term which comprise of various platforms through which a sender can communicate vital information to the receiver. Media are also channels of general information, education, and entertainment in the society. It is through mass media people receive cognition about the world. Media act as the fourth estate in any democracy, which is like being a watchdog on the policymakers. Now, suddenly, we have understood that media has a multidisciplinary field, or media offer multidisciplinary field. Let us identify what are those fields for us to be able to take us as career options. Well, to start with, though many of us may not be very interested, but it's still there, the traditional media or the folk culture, which had been the most important source of communication in the absence of all industrial and modern media that we are very used to today. Then there's the written media, which is of course the newspaper and magazine, the audible media, radio, which till date happens to be a very important source of information, majorly in the rural areas. The audiovisual media, as I had already mentioned, being films, television, video, and the very recent OTT platforms or over-the-top platforms such as Netflix, Amazon. This is followed by technology-driven media, internet, and online platforms. Well, there are others such as marketing and e-commerce. In this period when people are almost homebound, e-commerce has happened to be one of the biggest, popular, and important source of marketing in the modern world. Of course, there are others such as advertising media, which helps us know and be aware of different kinds of products that are there for our benefits, for our service, to satisfy and gratify our needs in the society. And of course, the other represents the public relations and photography. Now, why take up a course in media studies? Access to different forms of media happens to be one of the basic needs of contemporary times. We cannot deny that we probably cannot live a single day in the absence of any form of mass media. As we know, the proverb, knowledge is power. Hence, a study of different branches of media empowers an individual. It helps us be aware of the world, to gain more and more cognition or information about various parts of the world or what is happening across the world. Human lives are today impacted by media 24/7. Therefore, the course offers a wide opening into various fields of social studies. We learn a lot of social studies oriented platforms and their interdisciplinary relation and connection as a part of media studies. I would also like to provide an analysis of the need of media studies and as a blooming career option, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, due to the pandemic that the world is enduring right now, the role of media has just amplified. While human lives are shut within the four walls of their homes, various forms of media are bringing us immense information, of course, through news. Then we get formal education as well through online classes and entertainment through various TV programs and most recently OTT platforms. More with the theaters being closed right now. With several sectors of employment being shut or experiencing job cuts owing to this COVID-19 pandemic, media industry is perhaps the only one which is booming. And the biggest reason is that people are right now dependent for everything, right from getting food services to getting information to even entertainment on media. And we cannot deny the fact that media has been a friend, a constant friend and support during the pandemic to probably everyone across the globe. Now we finally come to a list of careers which are provided when we take up a course such as media studies. Firstly, we can become journalists, whether we can work for print media, broadcast media, as well as online media, which is on peak and rise. Also, there are options to become freelance writers. If we don't want to be involved or engaged or employed with one particular company, we have options to act as freelance writers for different media platforms. Then there's a scope to become editors for newspapers or magazines, also program heads for different television channels or radio stations. The other and a very aspiring branch of career is becoming film directors, video editors, cameramen, cinematographers. Also, as a part of this subject, we can also become photojournalist, which in today's world definitely requires special training. It's not just like any other photography. It requires news sense. It requires an idea about journalism and technical spot. Then we have graphic designers, also online content manufacturers, and a very upteen and very popular career options such as presenters and becoming radio jockeys, or what we popularly call as RJs. Not just here, we can also have options such as operating as a marketing personnel for different brands and different products or different big companies. Advertising also in itself provides various career options with creative, sales, or account management, and all the three have providing or offering prospective career options with a fat package as well. Then, of course, there is public relations, which is both available in private as well as government sectors. Social media analyst, with social media becoming so much important in our lives, almost every brands today depend on social media for promotion of themselves to reach more and more people. Hence, social media analysts are becoming an important job profile where they are, the companies are actually engaging youth to understand, analyze the trends in social media. Of course, the very old academics is definitely an option with people wanting to become researchers or teachers. Finally, there's this video jockeys option and even management. Well, today, almost all the big brands or even many other organizations look for professional event management help in order to organize a very well event. With that, I would like to end this session here. Thank you for watching.